Good afternoon to all of you. In today's lecture, we are going to learn Brinell hardness tester and their working. As we know, there is a one important property, that is hardness, which is a mechanical property. So, what is hardness? Hardness is nothing but a resistance of the material to penetration. Okay, means if you are going to conduct the hardness test, okay, some indentation are created by using balls. Okay, so resistance to that penetration is nothing but hardness. Okay, so what we are going to do in hardness test, a particular geometry having a tool with particular geometry with mechanical properties are enforced in the surface of the specimen. Okay, which is either circular or conical, spherical in shape. Okay, suppose this ball specimen or ball are impacted on the surface of the specimen, then it will create some indentation on the specimen, and by measuring that diameter of that indentation, we can measure the hardness. Okay, so for different test, suppose if we taken an example of Brinell hardness test, okay, in that case we take this ball which is spherical in shape. Okay, for weaker test, whatever that indenter which is cylindrical in shape, suppose, or for Rockwell hardness test, the indenter which is conical in shape like this. Okay, which is conical in shape to produce indentation on the surface. Okay, so right now we are going to discuss working of Brinell hardness tester, that means how it is work practically. Okay, so this is a Brinell hardness tester. It consists of screen, okay, then micrometer screw, then null thumb screw which is here. Okay, this is the indenter. Okay, and by applying, so by using this loading handle, we can apply the load to this specimen. Okay, this is a specimen. Generally for hard materials we can apply the load of 3000 kilogram. Okay, for hard material like ceramics or diamond, that hard material we are going to use the load having magnitude 3000 kilogram. Now for soft materials we are going to use load of 600 kilogram. Okay, which is 600 kilogram in magnitude. Now the concept of this Brinell hardness testing was invented by a scientist whose name was J.A. Brinell. Okay, one foreign scientist was there. He developed the concept of Brinell hardness testing in year 1900. Okay, according to this scientist, he was invented that we are going to use the ball of materials steel, hardened steel, or carbide having dimension 10 mm in diameter. Okay, 10 mm in diameter. Whatever the material of indenter is made up of hardened steel and or carbide, and diameter of that indenter is 10 mm. Okay. Now, next procedure is that by using this loading handle, okay, we can apply the load or adjust this arrangement, okay, and lift the specimen in upward direction. Okay. Now, what happen? The load is applied by hydraulically or by using mechanical devices there. We can use them and apply the load on the specimen of that surface. Okay. Now, after applied the load, applied the load, we got a impact on the surface of the specimen in terms of indentation like this. Okay. This is just because of impact of that bottom surface of that indenter. Suppose this is a diameter of that indenter, and whatever the impact is taken as smallest d. Okay. Now, the hardness of that specimen can be measured by a mathematical formula. Okay. That is BHN equals to applied load. Okay. Applied load in terms of, that is calculated denoted by letter P to the pi d by 2 d small d square minus capital D square minus small d square, where BHN is nothing but Brinell hardness number. Okay. This is the unit of hardness. P is applied load in kilogram. Okay. And whatever the area, this is area, these area are in millimeter square. Okay. So, where capital D is equal to diameter of that ball indenter, small d is indentation dimension. Okay. After the impact, whatever the diameter measured is taken in, is denoted by letter small d. Okay. By putting the value of applied load as well as diameter of the ball and indentation diameter, we can calculate the Brinell hardness number or hardness of that particular specimen. Okay. This is all about working of the Brinell hardness tester. Now, we are going to discuss here what are the advantages of Brinell hardness tester or testing and disadvantages. Okay. As the diameter of the ball indenter are so large, okay, that is 10 mm in diameter. So, some materials have heterogeneous compositions, means their hardness are going to change according to point to point. Okay, means at this point there are different, suppose this is a specimen. Okay, we are consider 2 to 3 point on them on the surface. Okay, suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, suppose this is a heterogeneous specimen. Okay, so because of that heterogeneous composition, the hardness of that particular specimen will going to vary according to point. Okay, so at that time, just because of maximum or large diameter of the indenter, whatever the hardness calculated by that indenter is average hardness. Okay, average hardness. means there is no impact on the accuracy of the measurement of hardness. Whatever if there will be changes in the hardness according point to point, there will be no any impact. This is the advantages of Brinell hardness test. Also, second advantages of the Brinell hardness test is whatever the if there is a scratches present in that surface, okay, scratches or coarse surface are there, it will be not impacted on the accuracy of the measurement testing. Okay, so this is the advantages of the Brinell hardness test. Now we are going to learn or discuss the disadvantages of Brinell hardness test. As we are going to use the indenter having material steel, okay. As we know that steel is a very soft material as compared to other materials. So in some cases, if you are going to measure the hardness of hardest materials, okay, as which is harder than steel, in that case we can't get a actual dimension, okay, means accuracy of that particular test will be affected in that case. This is a disadvantages of this Brinell hardness test. Next disadvantages is that just because of local deformation of the specimen, okay, suppose this is a specimen, sometimes this specimen is affected or get local deformation, okay. So there are two the accuracy of the Brinell hardness test are affected in two ways, okay. What are the two ways? First one is ridging and second one is sinking, okay. Ridging means whatever the indentation of test is because of that local deformation, this is too much greater than actual dimension, okay, in ridging defect, okay. Means suppose your diameter of indenter is 10 mm, right? Because of local deformation of that specimen surface, you got a indentation diameter greater than 10, that is 13, 15 mm, okay. That means whatever the accuracy of our test is get affected, and this effect is called ridging effect, okay. In similar way, the second effect, if suppose our diameter of indenter is 10 mm and we got actual we got reading of indentation suppose 7 mm, okay, this is smaller than whatever our actual reading, okay. So this is just because of local deformation, and this is occurred due to sinking, that is called as sinking. So in this way, the accuracy of that particular Brinell test, hardness test, is affected. That is a major disadvantages, and that this occur due to local deformation of that specimen surface, okay. In next lecture, we are going to learn Rockwell hardness test. Thank you.